So, the SMSL D200, how does it stack up against the topping E70? Well, you need a little bit of backstory. If you are getting a topping E70 or the E70 Velvet, do not use the USB port on the back because apparently it's not very good. And I broke mine, so now I'm using an SMSL P200 to toss-link cable to go straight into my E70, and everything works out perfectly. Sounds beautiful, no channel issues or anything. It's absolutely flawless. So I have my E70 going into my L70. I wanted to test a new amp. So I got the D200. And it is sadly not as good as the E70. It's not as clear. It's definitely a different sound. What it really reminds me of is it kind of reminds me of like old sound cards, like the Creative Sound Blaster, like the EA5 or whatever. I used to have sound cards back in the day. This sounds very much like a sound card and less like a regular DAC to me, which honestly, it really is very energetic, but it is nowhere near as clear or forward vocals as an E70, which is pretty sad to say because I really, really wanted this to work right for me, but it doesn't. So I'm not recommending people get the D200 as a computer DAC or a DAC for like really critical kind of analyzing kind of things, because this is just not as clean as I would like it to be. It's not nearly as clean as the E70. So you could find new E70s, not the Velvet, but the one that uses the ESS chip like this. This is just a regular E70. You can find these now for like new, for like $250, $270, which would just destroy this in almost every way, which is kind of sad. I do like the sound of it. It's very different. It's very energetic and fun and hip. It kind of sounds like a sound card that you had back in the day in your computer. It kind of has that kind of sound card sound, which is cool, but it's not very analytical. It sounds like the vocals are a little bit into the audio mix, and I want to make a video telling everybody to stay away from the D200 if you're looking for a more analytical amp. It is kind of cool though, because it does kind of sound a little bit like a tube amp in a way. It's like almost like you're adding a tube amp to your setup. But I'm not a huge fan of the sound. Also, this does not have auto wake, and this does not have auto wake or auto shut down. So it's always on, and it is it's very hot, and it's also very long. So yeah, I don't recommend people get the D200, unfortunately. It's a good amp. I mean, no, it's a good DAC, but it's just not it for $320. Like maybe if it was $200, I would recommend it, but it's just a very big box. It doesn't have automatic start and stop. It doesn't sound super clear. It's just not that great. It is plug and play though. Your computer works perfectly with it, but it just kind of sounds like a sound card, like a sound card would. It kind of makes the audio sound like a sound card. So I don't recommend the D200. It's not what it was cracked up to be.